Hey everyone, it's your host Linnea C. I hope you got a good stretching, got some water in. I'm super excited because we are now ready for our next run. Up next, we have Disney's Chicken Little.
Yeah, hello everybody, my name is Spaghetti. I'm gonna be running Disney Little bed, any percent no zips. This category it is basically a regular any percent run. The no zips, that's specific, which we don't do because we're running on game. So it really only affects 2 levels, but they separate it. Basically a full.
Cutscenes are slow.
But regardless, category, we're also going to be running on a the reason is we
Also, hi, I'm
exactly,
Izzy. I'm
you can't
helping with
skip the
commentary.
cutscenes.
Cutscenes are slow. It's Chicken Little time.
Beforehand.
Also, hi, I'm Izzy. I'm helping with commentary. It's Chicken Little.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna start the timer here and then let you introduce yourself. Yeah. You're all good. So yeah, Izzy here is gonna be helping me commentate. She hasn't ran the game, but she has seen me. Timer is 3, 2, 1. So for this game, it's a 3D platformer. Not much to it. There's a lot of auto-scroller.
I love the music in this game is
but the levels
honestly the best part.
Little, yeah, they're basically
the best levels in the game
level.
By far.
Like the real levels where there's like it's a platform.
Is he even double jumping there? Like,
so he has
that barely looks like a double jump.
As you can see right there, it doesn't really work too. So a flutter.
It's more like a double flop or double flutter.
When you play as Abby, you actually have. I know.
Why can't we just play as her the whole game?
The one level that we play Abby in is like a complete out of bounds. Cool. But we'll get to that later. It's the hardest. One of the hardest.
Oh, it's crazy.
It's a little cutscene.
It's also pretty difficult.
The movie, now the
basically, you want to
merchandising.
jump into the trigger and then jump back out.
What'll they come up with next? Have a taste of yo-yo.
Yeah. This game is definitely like a mini. It's got its cool level.
Mini Chicken Little.
The auto scrollers. It's also
it has a certain charm to it.
Yeah.
The main reason I haven't run it yet is because there's so many auto scroller levels, but I'm definitely planning on learning the fun level.
We were joking. Yeah, we were joking that we should separate category, just all the fun levels. Which I'd be down. We're playing on a completely safe level anyway.
With a bunch of skips in it.
Cool, I got that double jump there. I can skip. We're supposed to like
for no auto scrollers.
Actually, just jump over here and we can just skip the entire level.
Just jump off the zip line.
So we're supposed to collect coins to get like soda, so that the soda will shoot. But
yeah, I think he did that in the movie.
Yeah, he does it in the movie, and here he's wearing it right here.
Oh, so he just stole the soda. He didn't have to
Man.
buy it from the vending machine. He broke in.
Here's the first of many auto scrollers. Get used to this, guys.
Sweet.
For this guy. Some of these auto scrollers have checkpoints. Most auto scrollers, use or like you fail or whatever, you have to do the entire auto scroller. Even if you were right at the beginning, fail it, you gotta do the entire thing all over. So
That
huge
seems like a
time
trend
loss.
with Pixar games or Disney games or just licensed games in general. That seems like a trend.
Yeah, wasn't
Where all the scrollers send you back.
and wasn't Incredibles like
beginning.
that too, where like any boss fight?
Okay, here's how this
Yeah,
works.
Bugs Life.
After a
Yep.
ball gets to
It's pretty bad.
it'll hop in the air,
Here
and
we're
you
just
can
gonna
catch it before it
completely
lands.
bully these kids with
Once the
dodgeballs.
ball is
There's
Incredibles,
some
A
strategy
Bug's
involved.
Life,
You want
Toy
to take
Story.
out the duck first and the her if you can, because they're the only ones who can actually really hit you. The other ones just kind of throw weak
One.
little shots at you. But the other two like auto aim. You don't want to. Kind of hard to aim yourself as you right there.
The dog just stole your ball.
I was gonna say the little dog stole my ball and he missed and got out. Come on, bro. So I know, right? But you can get really optimized.
Let the good players
if you-
play.
If you get like good hits right away. Kind of hard though.
1 point for unpopular.
Yeah.
Also, what kind of teacher separates teams into popular and unpopular? That seems like bad teaching.
Yeah, all the adults in this movie are pretty bad parents. Yeah.
All the adults are so mean,
Yeah, so I don't know
especially
if you
Chicken
guys
Little's
remember
dad.
the movie, but Chicken Little's dad is like probably the worst father in all Disney. Pretty bad. Like-
Worst-
Yeah. So there's 3 rounds of this. There's 3 rounds of this, and
Father of
this is the
any
last
movie,
round
honestly.
here. Thankfully, I got both the big hitters out. Just these little weak.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're carrying pretty.
He's up there.
You can stand under them when they're like in the air like that, and you grab it.
Watch it. Yes.
Cool. So that was actually pretty fast.
Chicken Little is carrying his
Honestly, if I had timer up,
team right now.
it's pretty easy to get on PB pace with this, but then you can
Yeah, that's pretty good.
lose it all if you get soft locked. This game is kind of broken in a bad way, not the good kind of broken. Yeah, so
It
yesterday
can
I was
soft lock
de-rusting and
in
practicing the game for the marathon, and I soft locked twice in one run.
many places.
Not really. One of them I kind of knew about. I just fell forever in the out of bounds level. The other one I've never had happen before, so hopefully that one doesn't. Basically, it's just enemies didn't spawn, so I've never seen that happen before. But
So
so we skipped the cutscene, but in the movie, Chicken Little accidentally sets off the fire alarm.
is Goose mad
And
that we
you get in
won
trouble for
dodgeball, so
it,
now
and then
they're
for
chasing
some
us?
reason, that just makes the goose
And-
really angry.
and the
I
skull's
don't know
just
why,
okay
setting
with
the fire
it.
alarm off just like tilted her, and she just starts chasing. He's just constantly getting bullied. Basically, you're just
Chicken
he straight
Little
up
just gets
gets
bullied for
throughout
no
the whole
reason.
movie, and then when he finally saves the day and he's been right this whole time, everybody is like, "Oh, our hero, you were right." Like, yeah,
80% no zips
that's what I.
with spaghetti. So, spaghetti, if you're
Literally.
ready, take it away.
He gets bullied by everyone, including his
These
teachers
little
and parents.
animations are pretty funny. Loading screen.
Come on.
Do we have a quick second for a couple donations?
Go for it.
All right, sounds good. We have a $10 donation from Sega Star, and they put their donation towards the Lightning McQueen Classic skin, which, by the way, this run is upcoming in the next couple runs for Disney cars, so make sure to get your
Right.
incentives in. We have Lightning McQueen Classic. You can
They
do
are
it
so-
towards Granicle or Pizza Hut, so that's exciting. We also have a $25 donation from Iron Eater that says Chicken Little Hype. Thank you all so much for your donations.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. Really appreciate that. Definitely check out the donation link that's in chat. That cool incentive with the Lightning McQueen, that could be a really good bid war, because I think the other option was have a Pizza Planet truck skin. I'm trying to see that to be. I restarted the level because I failed this out of bounds clip right here. So hopefully I can get it again. Crazy. Normally the robot chicken is supposed to just jump on you and clip you out of bounds there, and you skip like a good chunk of the level. Not the entire level, but you skip a good chunk. Basically this whole platform section that you see here, I would skip all of this.
Just skip the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're going to be doing quite a few of these like robot chicken clips where the robot chickens will just flip us through walls.
Yeah,
and stuff.
it's pretty sick. I don't know why it's not. There we go.
It's probably the
I'm
main trick of the
doing?
game.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I clipped out of bounds, so we basically skipped that first platforming section. We're supposed to collect our baseball uniform, which we skipped one right now by doing that, but it's okay because we can actually get it a little bit later. Thankfully, the game like puts us back to where that missing uniform piece is. So
there we go.
Works out pretty well.
Third time's the charm.
So from here to the theater, another soft lock area. For some reason, sometimes when you load into this level, you just can't move. Like you can pause and stuff, but it doesn't let you. Cool. There's also some areas in the game where if you are midair during the cutscene,
knock on wood.
Here, you can actually move during it. Not supposed to be able to move there, but if you jump into that trigger, it like I think that happens like times. Yeah, it's pretty sick.
Hey.
So
Always
sometimes he'll randomly ledge grab stuff.
Moving during cutscenes.
Fall here because I always fall there. There's like a little skip we can do here. Skip like a little bit of platforming. Wow, that sucked. Yeah, like I said earlier, his double jump is pretty horrendous. So like, better pray that you just make the jump. Yeah. I'm surprised you can make this jump, honestly. Just barely. This platform, it's a little far, so yeah. That far. It's all good though. Here's another piece of uniform.
And then you fell anyway.
Yeah, there's also swinging with your yo-yo, so you'll see that if you about the run. So, leaving the theater here, it actually puts us back into that piece of baseball uniform that we missed earlier, that we skipped. We can get to it by doing this.
It barely exists.
Jumping over here. So this is where we're supposed to be at the beginning. But yeah, once you're already up there, it's pretty. All we have left is just our baseball bat and glove, which is here.
Much faster to just...
Yeah. Then our glove is right there in front of us. You can kind of see it. And it lines up pretty perfectly because the end of the level is right over here.
Jump there once you already get there.
You grab the last piece.
Keep mashing jump until you get up there.
That level has a few little platforming tips and a balance clip, which is like the first.
Yeah, pretty good level.
Also, every time I press A, he changes.
Don't worry. Hitting the ball is easy.
Oh, we get to play baseball! I love this
America's
part.
favorite pastime. So for some reason you have an entire like training practice level to learn how to play this mini game just for you to only have to do it once, and then you never have to do it again.
You practice it 3 times just to do it once.
Literally. I don't know why they could have just How'd you play it?
Oh, the one thing I like more than baseball is
Yeah, right?
DDR rhythm type
Put them
games.
together. Oh boy, here for a treat. I purposely didn't get a home run there because a triple is faster. The little animation for it, which is freaking gnarly, by the way.
I smacked that one
That
in
little
for a
animation
touchdown.
is a lot quicker than getting a home.
Let's go.
But I need to get at least, yeah, I do need to get.
Please get a hit, please get a hit, please get a
Yeah,
hit.
it looks crazy.
Hey,
But
try
if
this.
you see on the bottom there, I do need at least 3 runs.
Yeah, a double.
So the next one I do need to get a home run so I can get
Chicken little
3.
shoot.
Otherwise, it's gonna make me
He
keep playing until I get
scored.
3.
Go
So
for
this
it.
one I do have to get.
Woohoo!
Yeah, that text was wild.
How about this pitch?
The more
Looks
of
like it
those
was
buttons you hit,
glitching
the
out.
bigger the window is to hit it. Like yeah, as you can see, the home run a lot longer.
Home run! See, this isn't
That was
so
the training. Now we know how to play baseball. Everybody understands. Yeah, mash buttons. Now we're in the actual game, and we actually want to hit a home run here because
Yep.
even though you could beat the level without a home run, you have a chance.
I know how to
of
play baseball
hitting a
now.
foul
I'll
ball,
go out
which
into the field and just
can. So
bring
it's
a
better to
DDR
just
mat
do
with
the
me.
home run. That way you're guaranteed to beat the.
Yay, we
Winner in town, and his name is Chicken Little.
Exactly.
win
You
the
only have to hit
game.
it
That's how
once.
baseball works, right?
Yeah, you hit the ball
You just
once,
hit the ball and
then
you
the
win.
whole game's over.
I don't know sports.
Chicken Little.
Yeah.
Before
So here, before I forget, we're
These
actually gonna
animations
turn
are
off
amazing.
the audio, the voice lines, because, well, not only that, not only that, but in this level, we have to do a lot of like crazy taxi stuff where we're having to hit these checkpoints. But these checkpoints don't
Because the voices are
load
annoying.
until they finish talking, like, saying whatever
I'm
little
kidding.
blurb they're talking about, like, oh, we have to go do this, and then they'll pop up. It takes forever. They talk forever. But if you turn the audio off, they'll actually just load in instantly. Pretty sick. That's a really cool thing that the runners found. I didn't come into this game just a couple months ago, so I'm pretty new to the scene. But everything you see is basically been around. I am trying to find some new skips, but no luck yet. This one's pretty good. Yeah, that's all it's got going for it.
This music though is pretty.
So yeah, this one.
The music in this game is probably the
if there's
best
anything
part.
that needs to be read or something like that, we have a lot of time. Not much going. Isn't just.
Awesome. Yeah, I just wanted to just send a quick reminder to anybody that's joined. We're out here raising funds for Prism. And you can go check out more about this wonderful organization at www.prismfl.org/learn. Also, if you'd like to help with any of our future events, we open a volunteer applications on our Discord server. So keep an eye out if you're interested in helping run the show. We'd be really excited to have you.
Thank you. Yeah, check out the charity that the donations are going. I looked into it a little bit before I started my run actually, and I was like, oh, cool, pretty good. It's a pretty cool cause. You guys should check it out. And then yeah, definitely if anyone here is interested in volunteering or helping out, or maybe even being a runner, check that out as well. I know that this marathon is relatively new. I was a part of it last year for the first Fastest Place on Earth. And I'll actually be here tomorrow as well doing Toy Story 2, the race. That's gonna be, yeah.
I'm
gonna be
so
really
excited
cool.
for that run.
Which I think
Gonna
you're
be really
commentating
fun.
that as well, right, Izzy?
I am.
Plus, you're actually running something later today as well, right?
Yes, later tonight, I'm going to be running Toy Story Trilogy, which is going to be all 3 Toy Story games, which I'm super
that's
excited
honestly
to do.
one of the
With, like,
coolest runs I've seen. So you guys don't want to miss that trilogy.
Yeah. But yeah, Fastest Place on Earth last year was like some of the most fun I've had with the marathon, and I'm so excited for it to be happening again. I've been looking forward to this for.
Yeah, I caught some of I know, right? Of all games, I caught some of Hercules this morning when I woke up, and then as I was getting ready, I was working in the university.
It's already off to an
I'll
amazing
turn it
Another
back
start.
to
one
you.
for that, which I mean, I know it's Disney
With Chipkin
but still,
Little!
pretty cool. I didn't know. Oh, you have? Okay. Right.
I knew
didn't
about
realize
that because
that
I've ran
one
it before.
listed, that's what. Oh, okay.
Ran all the
Yeah, I
Pixar
just wanted to
games.
second what everyone's saying. This is my second hosting actually for Fastest Place on Earth. Last year was a blast. This has been a blast so far. So definitely, if you want to work with a great team, a great just group, be sure to get your volunteer application. We would love to see you. This has been a blast, and honestly, one of my favorite events that I look for.
Heck yeah. Awesome. This is one of the last little missions it's making me do here. For whatever reason, we're delivering cookies. I don't know if you guys noticed, but we're literally just doing a bunch of random chores. What we're supposed to be doing is going to pick up Chicken Little because he just had a like a complete nervous breakdown because the piece of sky fell on his head, and he called up his friends like, guys, come help, something crazy's happening. Like, okay, we'll be there. First we have to deliver newspapers and collect fruit.
We're
Yeah.
we're on the
Or we're delivering cookies, but
clock. We're
Now we're going to
doing our
Chicken
5
Little's
jobs at once.
I think I'm on PB pace. Be cool if you can get a PB. Hopefully the later level. Cool. Let's turn the sound up. And we got a new upgrade for our yo-yo. Now we can do charge attacks that break objects. You see this little glitter effect here? We can break it. I'm gonna try to do another clip here. Hopefully I can get it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, because they just keep spawning. You're gonna die here. Even if we clip. Oh. Okay, we actually clipped, but what sucks is we only have one.
Hopefully we don't
health,
have to restart the
so
level to
might not be able to do the second clip because as soon as I clip, it's just gonna kill
try
me.
this multiple times.
Us? Like, there was just enough acorns there for me to get another health. That worked out. Could do this.
Devastating, perhaps, but not
So that skipped
Oh, nice.
probably like 20 seconds worth of stuff. Actually pretty decent. Here, I'm just gonna grab the ledge because I'm get breaking that platform because it's a really slow cutscene. Now we do some more little platforming skips here. If you can ledge grab stuff, it just clips under it. Pretty cool.
No, 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 no.
There. Good. It's like that one. The farm
Chickens are known for their ability to.
babies. Oh, McDonald. I was gonna try to like make up a song. Brain is sleepy right now. So
Flip
just
through
more
ledges.
platforming here. The breaking. Just charge up your yo-yo.
Yeah.
Jump around it. More swinging. You have to break this one though. Hope you guys are enjoying this so far. So far going pretty good. Only one small time loss with that chicken clipping in the baseball area where I have to get out my uniform, but other than that, it's been good.
I've never seen the movie yet alone the game, and it's actually pretty cool. I love being a part of these events because I get introduced to like
Yeah, Chicken Little, the movie is pretty good. I mean, it has its flaws, which I didn't know about till yesterday, but Izzy mentioned that it's Disney's first 3D animated film, which I didn't realize. So there's definitely some flaws there, but I mean, it's still a pretty enjoyable movie.
I mean, for their first like 3D, their try it.
Yeah. I haven't watched it since I was a kid, so I don't know if it
Like
holds up
3D animation
animation-wise.
pretty deep.
As far as the story and stuff, it was pretty neat. It's a pretty cool take on like a old, like, I don't even want to say like nursery rhyme, but it's like an old, like, you know, children's tale, Chicken Little. It's been a book forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why.
The
they
only
made him
thing is the
such
dad
a
is very mean.
bad parent. That was kind of a weird take, but okay, Disney.
I think my favorite.
Yeah, that one, I never watched it when it came out because it just didn't look interesting to me. Like the character
Disney
designs
animated
didn't
movie
look
from this
cool.
time
I
is
was
Meet
like,
the
oh, this is
Robinsons,
some
which was their
family.
second.
But
3D
I
animated
did
film.
watch it later on when I was like in high school.
That movie is so good.
Or like maybe after high school.
It is such an underrated movie. That like.
And yeah, I watched it and I was
so
like,
much.
oh, this is actually like cinema. Like this is actually peak. The plot was so good. The story is so good.
There is actually a Meet the Robinsons game, which I have not ran yet.
Yeah.
But it is a game that's on my list of.
Heck yeah, that's
games
sick.
to
I do remember
potentially
there being a
learn,
game.
so
I remember seeing
might
it
see
in
that at a
stores
future
when
event? Question mark.
So that's cool. I have to look into that. I mean, obviously I'm not gonna run it, but I just want to see what it's like. That's pretty cool. Yay, more auto scroller. Just when you thought we were done.
Ah, the spaceship. We're in
Yeah,
space.
this game's got it all. Shmups, racing, DDR, rhythm games, platforming. This is
Every genre.
This is
Genres covered. Every
I
gamer
feel like
has
everybody
something
would
that
like
they'll
watch-
enjoy.
exactly. This has like
Including
every
auto
genre rolled into
scrollers.
one
Definitely
game.
check this out.
Why didn't this get like a 10 out of 10? It has something for everybody. It's
Yeah, you definitely have me at DDR. I am a big DDR fan, and this sounds like
nice. The only thing it's missing is FPS, but I mean you can go into first person when you're shooting your slingshot, so technically you can count it.
I mean, it
Wow, you are really good at this.
isn't there was like a
Yeah. So for whatever reason,
spin-off
we'll
game,
kind of see it in
like
this
Chicken
game
Little
too at
Ace
the
in
very
Action.
end.
I
But
think
dude,
that's
if you guys
more
remember
of
the
a
movie,
third-person
spoiler,
shooter, so
they make a movie. They make an in-universe movie about the movie. If that makes sense. Yeah, so they literally make a movie about Chicken Little's story,
Deception.
but he's being played by like a big buff chicken, and everybody's all like super like the actors look nothing like the characters, which is kind of funny. But in this game, the very last level, play through that movie. It's just another shoot 'em up level like this, but it's kind of random that they included that.
Exactly what we just
Yeah,
played.
it's literally what we just played, but longer, and we're in a different ship. Yeah,
And then they
Ace in
made just a
Action.
whole other
So
game that was
in-movie
entirely based on
tie-in,
this
whatever. They made a game about
in-universe
that,
movie.
which is crazy. This level, oh boy. So, yeah, she's actually got hops, which is cool. But Abby here is pretty broken. At least her level is broken, but we're gonna
Would you look at
essentially
that,
just go
an
out of
actual
bounds
double
for
jump.
most of the level. All of it, but I would say like 90%, 95% of the level out of bounds. So we're gonna do one mini like out of bounds glitch to give you a taste of what
is probably
coming up later in this level.
one of the hardest skips.
Kind of just like writing the geometry here. You can very easily fall off of it though. Good. Nice. So we skipped a bunch of stuff to get into this room early. Now I guess this is also a shooter. It's like a tank controls shooter. But yeah, we're just basically inside of a giant robot thing now. And we gotta do a bunch of stuff like this. I don't really care for these sections. There's another section like this when we're Chicken Little, and it's really difficult because you just get, yeah, you walk so slow, and there's tons of enemies like this, but like times 50 in the Chicken Little level of this, and you can die very easily. And this level doesn't really have checkpoints, so you can do like a whole section and die and then have to do that whole section again. Pretty unforgiving. But hopefully when we get to that level, I don't die. And then also the health pickups are very rare and like random, so we don't really have to worry about that here in this level because there's not too many enemies. But later on, the next time we have to do this, yeah, we gotta pray for some health drops because otherwise you probably will die and have to redo that section.
You walk so slow, and it's...
Also, I don't know why they made the L and R buttons to shoot. It's kind of like annoying. It's like really loud because on the GameCube controller, the L and R buttons are...
Yeah, on the GameCube controller, just clack, 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 clack.
Why couldn't it just be the A button or, you know what I mean? Like B or something. They made it so complicated. We can just take damage here because the end of the section here. Lag. Yeah, the little explosions. So.
The lag on this is so real.
So this is the complete out of bounds now. Yeah, I did practice it like I mentioned to Izzy before we started. I did soft lock here yesterday when I was practicing, and I soft locked again this morning when I was practicing. So let's just, there we go. I didn't get that checkpoint in case I died. Okay, so let me just concentrate real quick. Basically what we did earlier, but times 100. Stuck. Looks good. Okay, sick. So we are out of bounds and underneath the floor, like underneath the map. It's pretty crazy. Or duck. But here I'm basically going in blind. I kind of just have to like, memorize the timing, like how long I have to hold forward. Let's see. I'm gonna turn right there for a little bit and then hold forward again. And now we're just praying that we were going in the right direction. Hopefully I see something in the distance. Usually it's a red light or a check mark, like one of the checkpoints. Something. Yeah, okay, I see something to my right there. I think that's a good sign. Turn. Okay, I see the check mark. Yep, sick. So if you guys see above me, there's like a little door
something to show that you're going the right
area. This little room. That's the end of the level. We're gonna hit the checkpoint trigger for it from underneath the map. I don't get stuck here. Sometimes you can get stuck here and you have to go around it. Sick, first try. Yeah, that one was really hard. Yeah,
that was
first try
really
on both
crazy.
Actually.
No, first
so
try.
I think we're legit. Yeah. Subway Surfers.
Now we have a Subway Surfers type of game.
Yeah, we're Runt, and we are gliding through here. We're gonna need these rockets so we can open the doors. This level has 0 checkpoints.
This game's got every genre.
So if I were to hit one of these beam things, these red beams, I die, and I just instantly have to do the level over again. If I don't open the door in time and I run into the door, same thing. I have to do the entire level all over again. If I get shocked, it's not a big deal. That just takes away one of my health. But there's tons of acorns everywhere, so we'll be full health. It's not a big deal. The big thing is getting the doors open in time. Yeah. So that and that, so we gotta do that ahead of time. Make sure we refill. It's pretty simple though, like it lets you see what you gotta do ahead of time. So it gives you plenty of time to set it up. But you still gotta pay attention, especially here. Now there's way more beams in the way. We didn't mention the baseball cards, like the one I just picked up right now, the trading cards. They are useless.
Mostly the
run,
insta
like,
kills that you want to look
they would include those.
out for.
Which I don't think anyone would ever want to put themselves through that. I was gonna say, I think they unlock movies, like little clips in the menu or something like. Don't quote me on it, because I never ended up actually collecting all or any of them really. Yeah, right. Okay, another sick level. My boy Chicken Little. We're gonna do.
That'd be useful back in 2005 before the
and
TV
some really precise clipping
came out.
So kind of like the. Yeah, definitely. I don't know if I don't want to say it's frame perfect, but it feels like it. It's very close to it.
This is the other hardest trick.
I'll explain it more when we get to it, but for now it's just platforming. Yeah, this is probably my favorite song in the game. Hear it a lot. You hear it like 3 more times.
The run.
Here, I did not get. Basically, like
the music in this level
is a
banger.
where you jump into it and then jump back out, and you can move during that. But I didn't get it. It's all good. It saves like 2 seconds, 2-3 seconds. We're gonna get a really strong power up here that we can technically skip this room, but we're not gonna because we needed this slingshot. Otherwise we would get soft locked in the next room. But yeah, the slingshot lets us do that. We can also just shoot. Yeah, so it's a first person if you hold down the X button, or you can just tap it to shoot. Here is that trick I mentioned. So we're gonna clip through this. That's not the hard part. We're supposed to go into each one of these rooms and you like descend one at a time. You go into the room, fight a bunch of robots, do some platforming, then it takes you to the next room. Then
platforming, combat. There's like 4 different rooms.
Exactly, but we're gonna skip all the rooms by doing that.
So you have to use.
This is the last room. It is locked, but we can clip into it. Oh, first try. Let's go.
First try. Let's go.
Come on, buddy. Jump.
Yeah, basically you have to stand in a specific spot, and then you aim in first person, and then pausing for some reason.
Yeah. So. Right, like I don't understand why it works, but I know how it works, if that makes sense. But basically what I did there was I jumped onto the in between the gap, and since it's slanted, Chicken Little starts sliding off of it. The slide is very important. That's what's helping you clip through. So as you're sliding, I'm holding down the slingshot button, which puts him into first person, and then literally as soon as he gets into first person, I pause the game and unpause it, and then that'll clip him through. I think it has something to do with like changing his positioning. Since he's sliding, the game like pushes him a little bit maybe once you unpause. But yeah, that's basically the trick in a nutshell.
I don't understand the. I don't
terms. It's really hard to get. So the fact that I got that first try is kind of wicked. Like a legit, I'm on PB pace right now. It's actually crazy. I really hope I do PB because this would be a nice marathon. I've never PB'd at a marathon before. It would be cool to submit that to SRC. Okay.
understand
So right
exactly how it
here,
works,
we're
but I
just
know how to.
collecting
I know how.
batteries to
basics.
open up a teleporter, I think it's called. And then that takes us to the next section of the level. Yeah, we're on the
I also
ship.
just
Yeah,
realized
we're on
we're,
the
like, in
ship. I
space
don't
right now
remember
for
being
some
this
reason.
big.
We're like
It's,
on an
like,
alien ship,
massive,
I think.
but we're basically on the ship. I don't remember why.
This is a
Yeah,
ship. It's more
legit,
like a planet.
so huge. They made it ridiculously big. Yeah. So that opens this up. There's no soft lock. This is where I soft locked earlier. I was like not gonna touch the controller until it loads in. But earlier the level did not load in these enemies. There we go. It was really weird. I don't know why that happened. I've never seen that happen before.
I mean, games
but
tend
yesterday
to
these enemies
make
just didn't load.
level
And you need them because
a lot
you gotta
bigger
kill a
than
certain amount. I don't know what
locations in
the
the
amount
movie.
is, but once you kill a certain amount of these guys, then you basically open the door and you can leave.
This game is very broken,
Not in a good way.
and not in
Exactly.
the
I mean,
good
for some
speedrunning way.
areas, but even if you were to play this casually, I think I soft locked once or twice
Hey.
when I played through this casually
Well,
before I learned to run.
in some
It was
places.
pretty insane. I don't really have. Yeah, there's not too much strategy to this. I mean, you kind of want to go to where they're grouped so that the electricity can just transfer between all of them and like knock out a bunch at the same time. Sometimes they don't really group up too much. The more of those groups you get, the better. I feel like that. A little faster.
So it's definitely a.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know exactly how many you're supposed to kill. It's definitely not all of them, because you can see in the top right, the little radar, that's how many enemies there are. But we won't even end up destroying all of them.
Early
and it'll still
2006 generation
be
game.
Probably this one. You kill most of them, but not all of them. Oh, and this should be the end of this level. Nice. That went really, really well. So the two biggest levels that would lose us time, we're done with. That was Alien Abbey, which is the duck level, and then the one we just did right now. So we're pretty much chilling. Yeah, we're chilling. This is another shmup, but instead of being like third-person view, it's like a top-down view, more traditional shmup.
Pretty good run right now.
There's not too much.
So much variety with.
Yeah, this is our third time doing this? Second time? Third time. No, actually I don't remember. Yeah, we haven't done the baseball level.
I type of thing.
This is our second time doing this.
How much they repeat the levels. I've lost
Yeah,
count.
there's like. Yeah, it's like a little rock song. Yeah, like Izzy said earlier, that's basically the only redeeming quality of this game is the music. They actually did pretty well. It's not too samey or generic. I guess some strategy. I do pick up missiles and I save them for those big green enemies because they can take your health down pretty quickly. They shoot a lot of bullets out. So you kind of want to save your missiles for them so you can just spam it and destroy them. There's little shields you could pick up. There's health pickups. If I see a little green laser thing, that'll give me rapid fire where I could just hold the B button down instead of tapping it. If we see a double green laser, that just gives us double shots. Just fire twice. Okay, we got rapid fire, so now I can just hold the B button down. These don't last forever, so they do run out. Not too much, like I said. It's not too difficult. You could die. I think I actually died here on my when I was practicing yesterday because I wasn't paying attention. Like if you're just like standing in one spot holding B, you probably will die because you're just gonna get hit by a ton more bullets than you should be. But if you're at least swaying back and forth, you'll dodge most of them like that. And they're pretty generous with the health in this level, so as long as you're actually picking them up, you should be fine too. I would say the game is probably broken up 50-50 between actual 3 levels and then auto-scrollers. It's probably about half and half. Maybe auto-scrollers have about 2 more than the other ones. Keep hitting save there. This is my favorite animation, by the way, the chicken shaker, I like to call it. Cool, we play as the fish for once. I think we only play as him once.
Fish.
I don't remember his name.
Get all the animals. Chickens, ducks, fish.
Right. Yeah, I actually don't remember his name. Is it just fish? I feel like it literally is just fish. I don't remember. But yeah, he's pretty cool. Another Subway Surfer style game. Minion Run, or whatever you want to call it. It's kind of like Sonic 2. Yeah. It reminds me of
But this one's in like a tube.
I don't remember what Sonic game it was. It was like an old one, like on the Genesis or something. But there was like bonus levels where it would take you to a level like this.
Really like the music.
After you beat the level, and then you just collect a bunch of rings for like bonus. But it was like a tube like this. That's what it reminds me of. If anyone in chat knows. Oh yeah, yep, that's what it was. I remember it being just like that, where you're like in a tube. It's like a random memory I just unlocked right now because I didn't think of that until just now. Hey, damage there. Yeah, not terribly difficult. If you're just paying attention, like you won't fail this. If you look away for a second, you could run into a wall. You could run into one of the walls right there, like arrows. Yeah, I think there is yeah, there's like maybe like 1 or 2 checkpoints in this level.
Well,
There's
you're
not too
paying
many.
attention.
If you fail it right before the checkpoint, you got to do the entire thing all over again. But I think we're already
You
like
won't die.
at least 1 or 2 checkpoints in, so we're fine.
Maybe like the bonus stages for the Chaos Emeralds.
Yeah, there's a checkpoint right here. I remember that. I remember because I kept dying here on my casual playthrough. When it starts flipping you around all crazy like that, like upside down and stuff, it's a little hard to keep track of like, okay, where am I? Like, am I upside down or am I forward or whatever? And I just want to like, you kind of want to like look ahead, see what's coming up, so you can be like, okay, I gotta turn here because I'm upside down right now, or whatever. You kind of just like, you're not even really looking at the fish, you're just kind of looking like a little bit ahead of him, see where you gotta go. This one specifically, I kept dying here because I kept ending up upside down, but then I realized there's little arrows to tell you where you should be. There's gonna be a runt level that's like almost identical to this too, with a little bit more stage hazards, but that one goes a lot faster, so you do have to pay attention on that one a lot more.
Okay, now that you said it, so it totally reminds me of Sonic 2, but there's also a Mario Party.
Oh, dang! I'm trying to think of which minigame that was for Mario Party. I don't remember seeing it, so it was probably like one on the Wii because I didn't play the Wii ones, or maybe even one of the GameCube ones. I think I've only played like 4 and 8. 7. Oh, okay, I've only played 4 and 7 on the GameCube, so it might have been 5 or 6. But then again, it's been so long. I love
Personal
4, yeah, that
favorite
one was cool.
is Mario Party
I
4.
still don't have a microphone though. I can't play the friggin' microphone mini games. Actually, I don't know if 4 has them. I think it was just 6, 7 maybe.
I'll bet I can sneak by those alien lights.
Cool. So this level, back to Chicken Little. There's no clips here, unfortunately. I wish there was. I was looking for a while to clip because right now we're going around the baseball field to get into it. And for a long time, I was trying to find a way to clip into the baseball field on the left over here. I couldn't find anything, unfortunately. Trust me, I looked. But no biggie, we'll just go all the way around. We gotta help our friends. For some reason, they're just like stuck and they're like frozen in fear.
There's a good hiding spot over there.
And we're gonna just help them come this way.
We're surrounded. It's over, man. Wait here.
There's one. Little fishy dudes over here.
Follow me.
We can take damage here too. Instead of trying to go all the way around, just faster.
Okay, now don't move.
And Abby, which is over there. It's like in the worst spot. Yeah, you can see why wanting to clip into the baseball field would be a lot faster. You just head straight into here, and then you could just interact with them. I feel like there is a way, but we haven't found it yet. Yeah.
Maybe one day.
Okay, this level, this is still the same level, but this area actually has a pretty huge skip. This level is broken up into 3 sections. So one of them was the section we just did. This one is the second section, and then there's a third section that we're gonna skip. It's a corn maze. It's a pretty long corn maze level, but we're just gonna skip it by get up there. To my left, there's a cutscenes trigger that takes us to the corn maze section, but we're gonna skip it. We're gonna go around it basically, and we're gonna go, yeah, and then we're gonna go into the third section of the level, which is this
Just
side
hop
of
up
the
the
map.
rock.
And this side of the map, we're supposed to collect, kind of like what we were supposed to do in the first level that we skipped, collect the coins to get a soda so that we can shoot ourselves into the air or whatever. So we just skipped a huge section of this level, the corn maze, which is really sick. And then we're actually doing this backwards because we're not supposed to be on this side yet. So we gotta kind of finagle this. So do the intended way. Nice. That jump's a little tricky to get. If I fail it, it's not a big deal, but I have to climb all the way back up here, which is slow. Fine. Gonna grab that ledge. Just wanted to slingshot my way over here. So I think we're supposed to collect 10 coins. And normally our friends are supposed to be in here because we're supposed to save them from the corn maze. That's why the door opened really weird right there, because it was supposed to be open already. But our friends aren't there. We didn't save them from the corn maze. We're a horrible friend. We just left them there. Go. That's all the coins. And cool. So if you look at the bottom, look at the corn maze underneath me right here when we take off. You can actually see Runt. You can see him all the way down there at the bottom in the blue. But he's still down there. He's not supposed to be there still. But like I said, we never went down there. So yeah, pretty funny. Please don't die here, Chicken Little. We're only 1 health.
Still waiting for us to get there.
Sick. Really good, really good.
We're on top of the
we
bell
ring the
tower.
alarm. Everybody
Like,
comes out.
tell the
It's
world the
total
sky's falling
chaos.
or something.
Now we're playing as the mayor for some reason. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me why that we're like just taking matters into our own hands as the mayor and just shooting down these aliens.
I don't know why, this level seems slightly familiar to me. me. This reminds me of something I played in
Yeah.
Toy Story.
I
or
feel like
something.
if you guys stick around for Izzy's Toy Story 3 run, this might look identical. Other than like the model swaps, this is like almost identical to the last level in Toy Story 3, which
It might be because it's the same developer. FPoE2 Software made this game, and they also made Toy Story 3. And
Yeah, I
they also
think so,
made
but now
the
it's
Disney
a
Infinity
blur. I
game.
must say it
Or were
was,
the main
that I
developer
did
for
not know.
Disney
That's pretty
Infinity.
cool. But yeah, same devs as Toy Story 3, so they just reused this. This game came out first, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, this came out
They
like
just, they literally just
2005,
reused.
and Toy Story 3
Dang,
was
5
2010.
years later and they reused the same level. That's so weird. Like,
I mean, they also
that's true. That's kind of crazy. Like, come on, you guys had like 5 years to come up with something else. You
were
just did the
reusing
same
like a
thing.
whole bunch of the
But it's still a
flying
fun game. Like, I like Toy Story 3. I haven't ran that one
auto-scrollers.
yet, but I did like my casual playthrough of it. It was pretty fun.
Is it okay to jump in here for just
Go
a
for it.
second to remind everyone?
race
about the
sections. Those are
costs?
similar to the Buzz video game part.
We just wanted to remind everyone, as I mentioned before, we're out here raising funds for Prism. If you're looking to donate, make sure to type exclamation donate in chat to get the link to our Tiltify page, where you can make a direct donation. We have some amazing and simpler than big wars for you to choose from, so make sure to get those donations in and help with the connect. And we mentioned about Toy Story 3, and I want to make mention that we also have a Toy Story 3 War where you get to choose the character, Buzz, Woody, or Jessie. That's on day 2 of our events. And don't forget, we also, in the next couple of runs, we have Cars coming up, and there's a bid war open for that, where you get to choose the Lightning McQueen skin. So you can choose original, Danico, or piece of.
Yeah, thank you for that. Definitely check out that donation link in the chat. So this level, I kind of have to concentrate a little bit because it can go from really bad to like instant loss. We're on a timer, which makes this really difficult. Passing through the rings gives you more time. Sometimes there's not a lot of rings. Also, there's a lot of stage hazards, whether it be other people's cars, broken things on the floor, rocks, whatever. Every time you hit something, you lose all your momentum and you start moving slowly. So the less crashes, the better, so that we don't lose as much time here. And I'm gonna try to get as many rings as possible. In the event that I do crash, it's not a dead run, you know what I mean? So I don't have to restart the level. This level is one of those that I mentioned that has no checkpoints. So even if you're right at the very end and you're only like a second away, too bad, you gotta do the entire level all over again. So freaking unforgiving. Yeah. You would think they'd make it easy. Some things are easier.
License
and
games are
some things
so
just like,
unforgiving
let's
like
turn
that.
up the difficulty to 100. That's what I'm saying. Right?
I mean, this is also supposed to be
Also the fire truck and the car too from earlier when we were driving in the car, they control so badly. Like,
a kid's game. Like,
I'm making it look kind of easy,
you would
but
think they would make it easier.
it's like
for them.
very like slippery is the best way I could describe it. And it like tailgates a lot, which is what's the word? Fishtailing? It fishtails a lot, where like the back swings all crazy when you're trying to straighten out the car. It does that a lot. You can see it like swaying back and forth. Oh, that's bad. That's what I mean. Like that rock right there literally spawned in front of me. It like blew up in front of me. So that's just really bad right there. Thankfully, we might be okay. I think I had enough time. Okay, we're good, we're good. This is the one right here. Jeez Louise, man. The game tried to end the level there so bad. Like that one car at the end, just like going through the tunnel, there's literally no way to dodge it. Anyways, this is the runt level I talked about earlier. This is like the fish level, except there's way more hazards here. And it goes a lot faster, as you can tell. Bro is picking up speed. That fire truck level gave me a little bit of anxiety. I gotta lock in again.
Thank you.
At least we got the cool song again.
Close call.
Okay, so yeah, now you can actually fall. We don't want to do so. Yeah, like you're literally in space. Like you're not even on the ship anymore. You're just straight up in space. Okay, sure. Yeah, like someone said in chat earlier, I don't remember this in the movie. That's pretty common with licensed games. There's usually not enough plot in the movie to create a whole game off of, so they gotta get creative with it and add extra. Yeah. With the licensed games, yeah, because there's just not enough content to make a full game. I can't think of like one movie game that like is one-to-one with the film, you know what I mean? There probably is a few, but I can't think of any. Maybe one of the Harry Potter games, because those movies are pretty full of content. But I haven't played them, so I'm not sure.
Toy Story 1 has...
I guess Toy Story 1. I don't think they added
No, they
any
have
extra levels
the
in that,
Nightmare
right?
Buzz.
Because that game's pretty short. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that never happened. Everything else I think is actually pretty accurate.
No, they have the
Ooh,
Nightmare
did die.
Buzz. That wasn't in the movie.
Yeah, I guess the Lego games are somewhat close, according to chat. And those ones I haven't played either. I've only played like some of the Harry Potter one. Okay, cool. So this level... yeah. A very common theme,
Did we already play
as
this
you'll
level?
see, is we're gonna play multiple levels multiple times, because that's their way of adding more content to the game. Which is actually not true. Don't do that if you're a game developer. Not do that. Nobody likes it. Nobody likes...
Hold on, I'm writing
Just
that
because the
down.
game is longer doesn't mean it's better. Like, I'm... Yes. Because...
Don't
yeah, I mean, just because we're playing more
levels.
game doesn't
Got
mean
it.
it's fun. Like, this level wasn't that fun to begin with. Why would I want to do it again? Oh, I missed. So this is the level I mentioned earlier where it's a lot harder now because there's like a million enemies and I'm just getting like bombarded with like lasers. This level only has one checkpoint, which is after this room, and if we fail it, we gotta do the entire thing all over again. It's not fun. Also, the health drops are pretty random, and just as I say that, of course, my one health drop I was probably gonna get here, I accidentally threw. That's why I don't like to. It wants you to use the green boxes to break those, but like what sucks about that is if you do that, you might end up throwing away your health pickup because they're only in the green boxes. It is super annoying. So this one I'm just. So, yep. Thankfully there was one in there. The game felt bad maybe and gave me another one. So in this room we just gotta kill all the enemies and then break those thingies. Breaking those green like cylinder stuff, that is so that we can turn off, quote unquote, turn off the lasers, because they don't actually turn off fully. You can see they kind of like flicker a little bit. Probably gonna shock me. Wait, it'll still hurt you. So that's really annoying that they still hurt you even though you turned them off. So you had to wait for them to stop flickering. But yeah, that's the one and only checkpoint, the one I just got right now as I enter this room. The next section of this level is really long, so if we die, we gotta... Yeah, so we would literally have to do the entire thing all over again. Also, I'm gonna grab one of these guys, because
Hopefully we don't die.
The developers didn't put enough objects over
why
here
would
for
they
you to
why would they
break
give us
these.
enough things that
Yeah, and I missed, right? I missed that one, so now I have to come back all the way back.
we need to complete the game?
More times, because of course
That just
we
seems
will.
unnecessary.
And that robot over there literally killed the robot I was carrying, so now I have to grab another one. They friendly fired. Also, if you look at our health, we're literally already gonna die. So now we have to pray that we get
Please
at
give
least
us health.
2 health
King.
pickups.
Please be nice to us for once. Please be nice to us for once.
And I got shocked right there at the very end as I was crossing through that. So that's really annoying. Like, yeah, this level is just so bad. Those the whole time I'm doing this, I'm just getting shot by lasers still. I'm like doing my best to try to dodge them, but like,
Is this the last time we're going to be playing this
yes.
very slow robot?
Yeah.
Okay, thank goodness.
Thankfully, yeah. Thankfully they didn't think to do this a third time. Please help.
Thankfully this is the last one.
Oh my god, 2 health pickups? That's actually really good. Normally
give
we
them
only
any
get
ideas,
1.
they'll-
Worst case scenario, we would have gotten 0.
So
So
make
the
sure
fact
to
that we
get
got 2
those
there is actually really
donations
sick.
in again.
So
Just
it
hit
actually
that
killed
donation
everybody,
link in
so-
chat for more information.
We're still pretty low health, so we're not out of the woods yet, but there should be at least 1 health pickup in this room.
Do we have time for a quick
Go for it.
donation? Awesome. We have a $10 donation from Watson, who didn't leave a message, but they have donated towards the Disney Infinity 3.0 25 Speedway Sidekick. $3 towards Minnie Mouse. Thank you so much. And don't forget that Big War is still open. The choices are Minnie Mouse, Maple Pines, or Charm. So if you would like to get your favorite sidekick in, be sure to make a donation by hitting !donate in chat.
Thank you so much, Wapsu. It's actually my brother, so that's pretty cool that he had time to come in here and do that. Appreciate it. Of course I died. So that really sucks because we didn't get a health pickup in that room. So now, like I mentioned earlier, we gotta do all that all over again. But halfway through, so it's not the end of the world. That's why if you look at the, I think it's like the top runners, or at least the first 2 top runners, I think they both
back,
did this.
back to like
But
halfway through the
they
level or
actually
wherever we got
purposely
that
die
checkpoint.
when they get into this checkpoint room, so they can get their health back, because they don't. Yeah. So yeah, they don't even risk it. They're not gonna try to risk like, oh, I can. Hopefully I get enough health to drop so that I can.
Just so they
you know, go
have the
through
maximum
before
amount of health
I die,
going
whatever the case is.
forward from that
They're like,
point.
no, I'm not even gonna risk it. I'm just gonna. I'd rather just lose some time to die here and then respawn.
It shows
which-
that like even if top level runners don't risk it, it's like that shows how inconsistent and frustrating the game can be
It's really
in
annoying.
this level.
I think on my PB I risked it, and I actually ended up getting enough health drops. It was cool. But the fact that I didn't even get, even if I had just gotten 1 health pickup in that room, we would have been chilling. But we didn't get a single one. And look at that, we didn't get a single one this time. So that's crazy. It's so inconsistent. Hopefully we can get at least 1 in this room. Not gonna hold my breath though. Worst case scenario, we should have enough health even without a health drop here to yeah. It would be nice. A little cushion. Why couldn't that happen last time? I mean, technically this is worse because that's the only health pickup we've got.
Yeah, we have 2 health right now. We should be fine.
In this room, we actually don't even have to destroy every enemy. So it's kind of similar to the other room as far as the layout goes, but in this one all we have to do is just get across. The gate's already open for us, so all we have to do is turn off the lasers. And we can't just like damage abuse through the lasers. If they're on, you straight up just can't pass them. You'll take damage, and then it's like hitting hitting a wall basically while taking damage, so you have to turn them off. But now that they're off, we could damage abuse even if we get hit there. See? If it wasn't for that death, we would be on a crazy pace right now. But I'm not gonna lie, I think we're still on pace. Yeah, we're not. My PB isn't very optimized. I only ran this for like 2 weeks.
PB marathon. Let's
Definitely have time save potential.
go.
So next up is the last cool level in my opinion. Everything after this is just auto scrollers. I guess we have, yeah, we literally just did this, right? Didn't get the cutscene skip there. I'm also not going to destroy that enemy because actually
This also looks
instead
somewhat
of having
familiar.
to fight a whole round of enemies here, we can actually just clip through. Yeah, I mean technically we could have done this in the other level too, but we didn't want to do that.
The same level, but with an
slingshot.
extra skip.
Slingshot good. Go. Cool.
Slingshot important. Wait, no. This level is completely different. It's green.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, it looks kind of slightly green now instead of gray. So they did switch it up. Yeah. No. So yeah, we're just gonna do that same trick again here. Hopefully I can get it first try again.
And a little bit orange, so it's totally not the same level. Full copy and paste it over again. Like, what are you talking about?
You wanna be sliding, so if we just land on there flat, it's not. Oh my god, I'm like, why am I so good at it?
First try again.
That's crazy. I never have this good marathon luck. Like, my practice yesterday and this morning paid off.
Practice
That's
paid
crazy.
off.
There's one more of those that we have to do, but that one's a little bit easier. It's just a different, it's the same setup, but it's a little different because, as you'll see when we get to it, it's a zero gravity room. So it's basically the same setup, but we have to wait a little bit longer before we pause because it's longer for us to slide with the zero gravity. We'll get to it in a second. Yeah, more of this, but now they added a couple more like hazards to make it harder, I guess. All this hard.
You're like, put more things in front of them. That'll challenge the kids.
Yeah. Make them jump. I would say there's probably like 3 levels left.
3, 4-ish.
3 or 4, yeah.
It's hard to tell
Yeah.
sometimes.
They kind of just blend in because they're the same level. If I mentioned that before. Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
If you
I keep like instinctively looking over to my right, but I don't have my splits.
You don't have your
open.
splits. It's
So I'm like,
hard.
oh, there's
It's hard
nothing
to
there.
remember sometimes which level you're
Oh,
on.
good. I never really
Forgot to
run
open them
splits
before the
during
run.
marathon runs. I died there, but that's okay because I got the checkpoint. Probably gonna die again.
For once, there's actually a checkpoint that helped us.
That's also fine. Yeah, now there's these platforms, but they shock you, which is annoying. And what's really annoying about them is sometimes the cycles for when they like turn red are off, like really off, so that there's basically no way to avoid it. You like swing onto it as it's red, and it's like, oh, what was I supposed to do there? Like, I just have to eat the damage. But we have to watch our health here later on, because if we die while we're doing that, we gotta do that whole section again. Not from there, but like, you know, from the next section. A little bit of resource management on our health for this area, because there's so many of those like damaging platforms. I purposefully
close.
died there instead of having to come all the way back up. Like, it just like respawn up there as soon as I missed.
Yeah, sometimes it's better to just
Yeah.
take a death because don't be closer
Yeah, it just
anyways.
spawns you closer to it. Instead of climbing back up. Okay, so we're literally doing the same thing again. We need these batteries. But they just made it a little bit harder this time, so now there's like more platforming involved. And do this in between. Seems hard, but it's not a big deal. Unless the platform that you're currently on is about to run out, then yeah, it's a little like, hurry up. But we're fine. Again. It's pretty janky.
The aiming
Yeah,
is so like different.
You barely tap it and it moves all crazy, so it's like you can't really. Yeah. Exactly. I couldn't figure out how to aim correctly. Sometimes you can kind of no scope it. Actually, that one seems like a little too high. Flip it. All good. We got a good cycle on that platform.
Not like these modern
Thankfully, it didn't turn
shooters
red
that we
as I was
got
jumping
these
on it.
days.
Or we
Back-
just straight up died there. Chillin'. This one though. Okay, good cycle. Sometimes, like I said, it'll turn red as we're
2005.
running into it. So I'm like, what the heck? And we're on a timer, so I can't just like stand there. Super annoying. Oh, that was actually pretty good. Alright, you guys know what's next. If you remember the last level, this is going to take us to this.
Oh, my
really
favorite
long-
part. The part where we shoot robots.
Please no soft lock. Sick. But like I mentioned earlier, yesterday when I was practicing, these enemies just didn't spawn. Don't know why that happened. That's never happened before. But thankfully it didn't happen here. Marathon luck, baby. Yeah, we're nearing the end. We've got 3 more auto scrollers left, and then 1 boss fight level. That's pretty much. Yeah, that's pretty much it right there. Yeah, I would say there actually is a lot more auto scrollers. What the heck is that noise? Oh my god. That was like.
This game is haunted.
That was like one robot exploding, but he was like glitched and he just kept exploding. That was so weird. And then when I panned the camera over to it, it went away. That was so weird. I gotta say the thing. That's never happened before. Yeah. There's always a world first. One more. 2 more. 3 more. Come on. Far away. I guess there were a lot of guys up there.
Always first for a marathon.
Gosh, I'm surprised it hasn't ended yet. There we go. Jeez Louise. Like I said, I don't know the threshold.
Come on, we're so close. There we go.
Yeah. Alright, normally we would be done here, right? Like the other level. They're like, now let's add one more section. Which I'm cool with. It's actually something pretty unique that they haven't done before. Zero gravity. And here they want us to collect coins. Not to get a soda, but to open the door. For whatever reason, the door needs coins to open. But Clip and Little does not want to do that. Instead, we're going to do that clip again. Set it up. I thought that was it. It's a little bit trickier. I mean, it's the same trick. It's just like it's a different timing because you're falling a lot slower. Exactly. And because of the floating, he doesn't really slide correctly. That actually pushed me out.
Floating.
I got the clip there, but for whatever reason, it pushed me left instead of inside of it. There we go. So it kind of shows what we're doing there actually. Since it's a lot slower, you kind of saw him like sliding into it, and then when we pause, it pushes him in. So that actually showed off the trick a little better there. Cool. All right, more schmuppies. Yeah, nothing much to say about this one. Oh, we want to use our speed boost there, our little thrusters. We'll finish the level faster. I actually forgot to do it when I was practicing yesterday, and I lost like 15 seconds to my PB splits. So it saves about 15 seconds if you use your thrusters constantly. Worth using. We actually have like a boss fight in this level, so we want to collect like as many rockets as possible. We have 20 right now, you can see in the top left right there, because those rockets are going to come in handy for the boss fight. He has like 4 phases, and yeah, it just makes really quick work of his phases when we have the rockets. We won't be able to use it on all his phases because we'll blow through them pretty quickly, but we can get 2 phases down relatively quick. I think we can only have a max of 30 missiles, so I still need to pick up one more. So we can find one. Sure, there's one in here. Oh my god, it's so laggy.
GameCube hardware is being pushed to its limit.
All these explosions are like dropping the frame rates. Oh my gosh. We didn't get a 3rd missile pack, so that kind of sucks, but fine. 20 is fine. As soon as we can start shooting it. Go. So one phase. We only have 4 missiles left. Womp womp. Okay. We would have been able to clear this one just as fast if I had more, but I don't want to take too much damage there. And then after this next one here, once we destroy this one, then we just fight the middle part. And thankfully, once you destroy this one, I found that you actually get your health back. So we can kind of just take the hit here, so we can finish this quicker. But if we get to like 1 health, then I might... There we go. That was fine. That was actually really good. So yeah, we just got our health back. And same deal, just spam the middle. So pretty easy boss fight. But your mashing skills come in handy in this level. Cool. Alright, we're in the home stretch. We got another boss fight. Yeah. Right. I mean, this level is literally called Final Boss.
This is the final
when
boss.
I was playing through it casually, I was like, oh my
totally
gosh,
the final
like,
level.
when is this game gonna be
Not
over?
really.
Like, I'm so sick of it already. And I was like, cool, final boss. That means it's the end. Nope, 2 more levels after this, and they're auto scrollers. When they could have just ended the game here, and nobody would have complained. But it is.
Shareholders are like, make this a 10-hour game or else.
Yeah, literally. Well, this one's relatively easy. Sometimes I could get sometimes I do get hit there, which I did. So this boss fight, you want to hit him to aggro him so that he can do his charge shot, and then once he does that, he'll like freeze for a second so that it gives you time to shoot this. I'm also gonna die. Okay, so once he shoots, he'll like freeze up for a second. It gives you enough time to like run over, hit this. If you're not quick enough, he'll move, and then now you gotta hit it again, and then try to line it up. Hopefully we get good RNG as far as like the boss placement where he's rotating from, because sometimes on these later phases, he doesn't give you that much time to hit him. So if you're kind of far away when he does that, you probably will have to do it again to get closer. Hopefully he spawns pretty close to us and lines it up nicely. So phase 2, he has 3 phases. So just hit him to aggro. And do his thing. Also now he breaks the floor, so you don't want to fall accidentally. Nice. Yeah, so that was bad RNG there. It was a bad cycle. Like he didn't line up his thing correctly. I think again, actually. Getting bad luck here. Like if I wait for it, he's already gonna start moving. Yeah. This one, maybe. Nope. Dang, dude. This is what I mean. Like you wanna like. There's not really any way to like set it up, you know what I mean? Here, hopefully this gives us enough time. Nice. I wasn't sure if that one was gonna hit there because it was kind of at an angle. Also, he just completely destroyed all of our platform. Oh, I'm like, where is it? I think I went the long way. It's okay. Not my best boss fight, but take it. As long as I didn't die, because if I die, I have to do that entire phase all over. It's already taking me long enough. Alright, so final phase here. I did not go into first person view. What the heck? I literally tapped X, but for some reason he just went into first person. It was weird. But tapping X should not put me into first person. So now they move a lot quicker. It's kind of harder to hit. But if you're good at aiming, you should have enough time to hit both cycles. But also, the further away you are from it, you have to kind of like adjust your timing, like the distance that your acorn has to travel. So, what? I'm surprised that didn't hit. This boss could be really frustrating. There we go. That was a really clean lineup right there. They will set that up pretty good. Not my best boss, but we'll take it.
Got 2 more levels left.
Yep, just 2 auto scrollers left, and then we're chilling. So this level actually, yeah, it could be really hard if something wrong happens. It's really hard to recover, I would say. If everything goes good and you don't bump into anything, it's relatively simple. You are on a timer, and then one thing I did realize that the game does incorrectly is if I were to fail this mission, the timer doesn't reset. It just leaves you back with the time you had. So if I were, yeah. And
oh, what? That's
yeah,
so unfair. It's like it's impossible
it's literally a
to
glitch.
complete it at
I'm
that
pretty sure it's not
point.
supposed to do that. But like if I were to die, like accidentally fall off the map, and I had 20 seconds left, I'm starting. Guess what? I'm starting the race with 20 seconds, not the 30 something it gave you. And sometimes it won't give you enough time. Like these little clocks I'm picking up, sometimes it won't give you enough of them to recover. So like if you die, you can still beat it, but you literally will make it to the end with like legit half a second left. It's actually crazy, and that happened to me yesterday when I was practicing. I had like I finished the level with 0.4 seconds left, so less than half a second. But knock on wood, that doesn't happen to us, and we don't fail. We just beat it first try. Way we don't have to worry about any weird time glitches. Pretty good on time here, so I can skip some clocks if I don't need them anymore. I'll grab them if they're in front of me, but I'm not going to go out of my way for them. These areas could be kind of tricky sometimes, depending on if those blocks that are passing through, if they just line up incorrectly and they get in your way. You have to be able to react fast enough. Otherwise, if you get hit by those blocks, they can knock you off of the road right there, or they can just straight up like flip you around and you lose a bunch of time. But look at that, we're good. It's already in the end right here. Alright, so Chicken Little saves the day, everyone's chilling. And now we're at the movie theater watching the Chicken Little movie that they made in universe. So we're literally...
This is now Buff Chicken Little.
So this is like Chicken Little, the movie, the game. Or this is Chicken Little, the movie, the game, the movie, the game.
The movie, the game. The movie, the
Yeah.
game, the movie, game.
Yeah, the book. It's crazy. I don't know why they felt the need to include this, but also you'll hear some voice lines by the late Adam West. He voices Chicken Little in the in-universe movie.
Oh, I
So they
actually
got
didn't
him
know
to
that was
voice-
Adam West.
Yeah, so they have him voicing this here too, because we're playing as him now technically.
Good old
So-
Batman.
Yeah. So that's cool that they included that in that little Easter egg. If you're wondering why you randomly hear Adam West's voice in this level, that's why. This level is pretty easy. You can't really lose in this one, in this level. Also, something I forgot to mention, we're playing on easy mode. As the name suggests, it's a lot easier.
It makes the game
Yeah.
easier.
You lose way more health in these shmup levels when you're playing on like even normal. It like doubles the damage you take, which is insane.
One thing I remember
also-
from your casual playthrough is
Yeah.
you played it on normal, and
Yeah.
you cannot change the difficulty on a complete. file, so when you went to go do runs,
Yep. Yep. Like, I knew that you had to play on a completed save file to skip the cutscenes, but I didn't know about the difficulty thing. So, after I beat it in
you had to
normal
play through the
difficulty and I
entire
went to learn
game
the
again
run,
on easy.
one of the runners
changed
came into my
difficulty.
chat and were like, "Oh, by the way, you're playing on normal. Like, that's gonna be really difficult, and there's no like difficulty like leaderboards. It's all under one. Like, just play easy." I'm like, "Okay, how do I?"
And you can't change it on the
Yeah,
file.
and I was like, "Okay, cool. How do I change it?" And he's like, "You can't. You have to play the whole, you have to play through the whole game again on easy and then play on that file." I'm like, "Oh, great." That's what I did. Yeah, so if I ever lose this easy file, I'm gonna be so annoyed because I have to play through the whole thing again with cutscenes. Unskippable cutscenes.
Gotta back it up, put it on a billion memory cards.
I know, right? I actually do have like 3 memory cards. Not a big deal.
My most prized possession. My Chicken Little save file.
Time is coming up right here, actually. As soon as the on-screen message pops up that asks us to save, so let's see, and time.
Ooh, congrats. Congratulations. GG's.
Thank you. Yeah, look, they're so
Yay,
happy
they're
for
cheering
me.
for us. We completed the run.
That's my boy. My deadbeat dad. Just kidding.
This seems like this was such a fun run.
Right. What were you saying, Linear?
I was just saying this was such a fun run.
No, I'm proud of
I wasn't expecting to see like so many games in one.
Yeah, right. They
Son,
filled
now
it
that
up
he's
to the brim with stuff.
Had a movie made
They
out of
tried,
him.
you know, A for effort. And the 3D platformer levels are actually pretty decent. I just wish they did that more instead of fluffing it up with, you know, like the mini games. But that was Chicken Little for the Nintendo GameCube. Shouts out to my commentator Izzy for agreeing to who runs this game. So that was nice of you. Yeah, definitely. And then shout out to the Chicken Little
Thank you so much
community. I saw like
for
at
having
least
me.
one
This was
person
really
in
fun.
chat that runs the game. It's a very small community, but nonetheless, I appreciate your support. If you guys want to run this game, don't know why you would. Just kidding. But if you ever want to run this game, there's a speedrun.com page for it with a link to the Discord, and there's even a tutorial video from a couple years ago. So definitely check that out. You can catch me tomorrow actually for my Toy Story 2 race. Yeah, that's it for me.
And where can we find you?
Oh, socials and my Twitch is the same as it is on here, spagettd. So go on there. I do a lot of speed runs for mostly licensed games and retro games, but occasionally I'll throw in a new game here and there, a little more modern. It just depends. But yeah, feel free to check that out too if you're interested. Go ahead.
And you can find me, IzzyHope58 on Twitch. I also speedrun a lot of mostly Pixar games, but a lot of just licensed games as well.
Definitely.
Thanks.
I'll be back later today for Toy Story Trilogy, so stay tuned for that as well.
Yep, check that out, guys. It's gonna be awesome.
Thanks, y'all. We had so much fun watching your run. I appreciate you so much. This has been awesome, and I've been honored to be your host. I would just like to say we're going to take a short break, but don't go anywhere. Get out, stretch, hydrate, because we have plenty more exciting runs on the way. And up next, we have Disney's Magical Mirror by Sega, so you don't want to miss that. So get up, stretch, hydrate, and get on back, and join in on